Okay, I'm now recording. So, continuing. For the quiz, when is the exact date? Okay, may nag-question. Exact date of the quiz. May independent learning week. Wait lang. Okay. Yung after ng independent learning. Please remind me ha, sakaling makalimutan ko. In case I forget, please remind me to post the presentations. Okay? So after the independent learning week, we are going to have the second quiz. So what are the issues in the investment bank industry? Number one is the issue of deregulation. Issue number one in investment banks is deregulation. In the past, investment banks are highly regulated. They are highly regulated. They are being watched upon by the government. But recently, these regulations are being removed. The regulation of investment banks. Now, historically, investment banks have the function of being the gatekeepers. What's the role of the investment bank? The role of the investment bank is to give confidence to the investors. Hey, the investment bank is issuing securities, the stock, the bond of company XYZ. The investors will have confidence that the investment bank is involved. So basically, the investment bank act as a gatekeeper. Gatekeeper in the way that the investment bank will decide whether the company would be able to issue the securities at the right price. Traditionally, investment banks have this kind of the role. They are the guard of public interest. They are the guardian of public interest. Those companies who are likely to go bankrupt, they are not going to entertain them when they are trying to issue bonds and stocks. So that's the role of the investment bank in the past. However, in the last few decades, investment banks became profit-oriented. Instead of acting as gatekeepers, they do not care anymore about who the issuer is, whether it is viable or not. Is the issuer financially sound? Is it solvent, shall I say? The investment banks no longer care about that because for every transaction they earn, they would have an underwriting gross spread. That is the problem nowadays. Investment banks are profit-oriented, considering they are businesses. So there's a problem of the regulation. The problem of the regulation is that investment banks nowadays are profit-oriented. Who would be the guardian of public interest? Second investment bank issue is the revolving door. Now, let us assume that regulations are in place. The question is, who will the government hire as the director, the secretary, or whatever government official? What official will the government hire in order to regulate the investment banks? More likely, those people who retired from the investment banks. In other words, the investment bankers, their executives, after retiring from their companies, they become regulators. In the same way, those who are no longer involved in the government after a number of years, they will be hired by the investment banker. So nakita niyo yung problema? A new regulation will pop up, and then the investment bank will hire whoever made that regulation, whoever implements that regulation. Why? So that they can circumvent the regulation. Government hires the people under investment banks, and the investment banks hire the regulators in the government. We call this the revolving door. Pabalik-balik lang sila, paikot-ikot lang sila, no? they are regulating themselves. This puts to question whether the governance of the regulator would be effective. Kung ganun lang naman, mukhang wala ng silbi ang regulation. Okay? Finally, another type of company very similar to an investment bank is the securities brokerage. Securities brokerage, these are companies which are very similar to the investment bank. Okay? They are helping investors buy and sell stocks. As I have told you a while ago, examples of brokers are Call Financial, BDO Nomura, BPI Securities. You may put your money in their portal. Malamang online na ngayon lahat yan. And then, you may buy or sell the stocks that you want. Securities brokerages are closely related to an investment bank. They are closely related to an investment bank. However, rather than issuing securities, securities brokerage has a distinct role. Okay? Now, the investment banks help the company in the issue of securities. The security brokerage are not really working on the primary market. They are only working in the, usually they are working in the secondary market. They are involved in the trading of securities in the open market. They are pairing the buyers with the stock. So may seller ng stock. Sino kaya yung pwede maging buyer? No? Buy, sell, no? At what price? They're going to match. They are matchmakers between the buyer and the seller. So if someone's willing to buy at 5 pesos, the securities broker will look for someone who's willing to sell at 5 pesos. Okay? And rather than earning a spread, securities brokerages, they earn commissions. They earn commissions. They facilitate buy and sell transactions between investors. Now, to give you a gist as to what the difference between investment bank and brokerages are, they differ on the orientation. While the investment banks have institutional clients, okay, the clients of the investment banks are very large companies or very rich individuals. If you are a billionaire, you can ask the help of an investment bank. If you are managing a very large company, you are more likely to engage the help of an investment bank. The orientation of a securities broker is on the retail side. Retail, Tagalogin ko ha, tingi-tingi. No? Those who want to buy only 50,000 pesos worth of stock, 10,000 pesos worth of stock, okay, the investment bank will not give you their attention. You may go to a securities brokerage for a retail transaction. Yung transaction na tingi-tingi. Okay? So that's basically what a securities brokerage do. It is common to find an investment bank owning a securities broker. So the parent company, the ultimate parent is a commercial bank, a universal bank. Under the universal bank would own the investment bank. Now, the investment bank, usually, they own a securities broker. At least, that's what I observe in the Philippines. Okay? So, this is what I want you to do. This is the activity for tonight. You are going to conduct, number 1, horizontal analysis with 2017 as your base year, and vertical analysis. Siyempre, pag vertical analysis, ano yung base figure? Of course, it would be net revenues. Only for the revenue side. Ignore the figures below the net revenues. Ito lang pansinin nyo ha. Only notice the revenue side. This is for Credit Suisse. Okay, this is for Credit Suisse. Perform horizontal analysis with 2017 as our base year. Vertical analysis, naturally for vertical analysis, net revenues will be the base figure. So dalawa ang hinihingi kong output ha. I'm asking for 2 outputs. Again, perform horizontal analysis, perform vertical analysis, and give me a narrative on your observations. Narrative on your observations. I'm going to launch a discussion in the modules. Okay? Okay, you may start. Yes, you may use the given. Okay? Whatever I'm flashing right now, yan yung gagawin nyo. Ha? No need to look for another investment bank. Okay, I'll give you 30 minutes. Kaya ba? Just write a short narrative. Short narrative. Wag naman 2 sentences lang ha. Just write a brief narrative on the revenues. You may use Excel if it is more convenient. You may also type it.